Reagan's racist call with then-President Nixon released by National Archives, ex-Reagan Library direc. In a newly unearthed audio clip, then California government Ronald Reagan Tim Naftali, who directed the Richard Nixon Presidential Library and Museum from 2007 to 2011, writes that Reagan, who would later become the called Nixon in October 1971, the day after the United Nations had voted to recognize the People's Republic of China. In the call, Reagan, Naftali writes, is heard saying to Nixon, last. Nixon interjected, yeah. Reagan continued, to. Reagan, a devoted defender of Taiwan who despised the UN, wanted the US to withdraw from full participation, Naftali said. The National Archives originally released the tape of the phone call in 2000 without the racist portion, but as a researcher, Naftali said, he requested a new review of Nixon's conversations with Reagan last year. The National Archive. In another audio clip, Naftali writes, Nixon then called then-Secretary of State William Rogers and recounted his conversation with Reagan. As the newly unearthed audio comes weeks after, implying they weren't American and suggesting they go. The president faced swift backlash from both Democrats and Republicans, and they
raindrop, truck top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.